Nous sommes de l'avis que, vu l'importance de la place financière du Luxembourg, une réflexion sur l'impact potentiellement négatif qui peuvent avoir les pratiques de la place financière sur d'autres pays, notamment les pays en voie de développement, mérite d'avoir lieu. La politique fiscale d'un pays est une composante essentielle de son processus de développement durable. D'après un récent rapport des Nations Unies, les pays en voie de développement perdent chaque année 100 milliards de dollars à cause des pratiques fiscales douteuses de la part des multinationales. À l'intérieur d'un État démocratique, une justice et solidarité fiscale sont considérées comme une évidence. Alors pourquoi ne serait-il pas possible aussi à l'échelle mondiale?
If you look at these figures collectively, Sub-Miller eroded the tax base in Ghana by simply moving resources between its own subsidiaries and declaring very little profit that eventually led to them paying very little taxes, far less than the beer vendor that is actually buying the beer from the producer itself, that's Sub-Miller. And we think as Tax Justice Network Africa, this is just a classic example of how you can talk about tax injustice perpetrated by multinational corporations in the continent.
But the problem you're describing isn't unique to developing countries, where exactly the same debate will take place in any European country, because the same thing will happen. Companies will charge management fees, they will charge royalties for the use of a brand, they will charge interest on money lent. And this is a system, an international tax system that's been built up over 50 years. We now are all arriving at the conclusion it's broken.
And there is now perhaps a chance within this process towards Addis Ababa in July to upgrade this tax or this committee of experts to an intergovernmental committee, which was be more inclusive, more mandatory, more integrating more forces in the international debate on taxes.
I would be, for the moment, with all the pressure that we have and all the new knowledge that we have about tax systems, to implement in the coming years an international tax system that will be fairer. And I think that we have to keep up the pressure to make this fairness also accessible for developing countries.
It's a question of political courage and of being the front runner or reacting to things. And it's true that we have always been more in reacting to things, which I think is not necessarily a good thing. I've been saying that various times in Parliament. I think we should have a longer view on where we want to go as a financial sector, what kind of industries we want to go into, what we want to develop,